So, right from the computer then. All right. Sorry, guys.
Recording in progress.
I'm back though.
In progress.
Can you hear me okay, guys? Thumbs up.
KK said yes.
Okay, you can hear me, KK? Good deal. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties, but this is the girls' parent meeting. Moved from yesterday to today. Thank you for being flexible. We were still in the midst of a tournament that just ended today. So I appreciate you guys being flexible. So our agenda items this week. We have our weekend at a glance, the week ahead, team updates, the summer schedule, summer gym space, teams playing next weekend, feedback from the survey sent last Friday. So I will go over these agenda items, and then if there are other agenda items, we're happy to address those as well. So the weekend at a glance, we had a handful of Magic teams, 4 of them, that participated in the Hoop Source Memorial Day tournament, and it was a really, really good event put on by Hoop Source in the Vancouver area. But it was a great experience. We did not come home with any championships, but there were some really good games, and it was definitely worth the trip. We look forward to going back in a couple weeks with all of our girls teams except for the high school teams. The high schoolers are with their high school programs, but our plan is to bring all the teams. Third, fourth would be merged. Third, fourth elite. I believe the numbers we had enough on each team to make one team, and then our fourth rising, our fifth rising, fifth elite, sixth elite, seventh elite, and seventh rising. So we look forward to crashing Portland again in a couple of weeks. And having said that, we want to make sure everyone's using the Mojo app to mark your players' availability. We know that we post the tournament initially that's on the schedule, and all the schedules should be updated at this point. If you see a discrepancy, please send us a message. It's possible that we've missed something, but once we get the schedule, usually the Tuesday night or Wednesday before the tournament, please then also mark your players' availability, because what we run into is that parents are saying they're available, and then something may come up on a Saturday or Sunday where then our numbers are different. And we want to best prepare our players for these types of tournaments. So if there's a player or two that's going to be missing on a specific day, we want to be able to adjust and prepare and practice the week before. So then when the tournament comes up, it's not it's not anything we haven't prepared for. So please do that. The tournament director did say Tuesday, ideally, before the Nike Rose tournament, and maybe sooner, but Tuesday at the latest. The week before.
And I just have something real quick to add to that. With the player availability, if you say that your player can't make it and then you show up, that causes all sorts of problems as well. So if we could be as accurate as possible, that would.
Good deal. Any questions about that?
Oh.
All right, good deal. Moving right along.
Hey, Vanessa.
Yep.
Hey, it's Nishan. So just some parents may be thinking about this. I don't know. I am, but like, I mean, I think I know the answer, but is the true availability, just to be clear with everyone, it's in Mojo, right? Because I know that there's the Google sheet where we're trying to forecast, where we're looking at all the teams kind of at a helicopter view.
Mm-hmm.
And some people may have marked their availability there.
Right.
But are you saying that make sure Mojo is really the the primary thing, right? Or is it
Right.
the Google Sheet? 'Cause there's
Right.
two different things.
Absolutely. That's a great question. So when I first created the Google Sheet, that was kind of like Nishant said, the kind of a helicopter view. We can kind of see, okay, we have enough players for these tournaments, we'll put them in. So that's kind of that. Let's register these teams. But then more specifically, things come up, players' availabilities changed on different days, et cetera. So if then you're available for the weekend and something comes up on Sunday and you can't make the 8 o'clock game, then, or you know that you can't make the 8 o'clock game, or there's a graduation. So yes, I'm available, but so we just need to know as close as possible your players' availability, because 6 players makes a difference from 8 players, 5 players makes a difference from 9 players. So just helping the coach plan best in that regard. So I know there was a lot of check marks at first, but now we're kind of zooming in on specific tournaments. So I'm looking at I'm looking at Mojo for the most part now that we understand that we have enough numbers to put our teams in tournaments. Does that answer your question? Does that make sense?
It does. So I think the ask is make sure Mojo is the most updated possible. Like that really reflects it.
Yes,
All right. Thank you.
you're welcome. Someone had their hand up, Cassandra?
Yes, so I already made a hotel reservation for, the Portland 11 tournament in June. I didn't know if they were gonna suggest hotels. I looked at the website, there wasn't any suggestions. Are you guys suggesting where we should stay, or?
This one's not, most of our out-of-state tournaments are stay and or play. And what that means is a lot of tournaments work with different hotels to give deals for that specific tournament. So this particular tournament did not do that. So people can feel free to stay where you want. We
Yeah,
do-
I just went on Expedia, so.
yeah, that's like, and it's nice to share in your group where you're staying, because and then other people in your group may want to stay in the same place. So that's always good if teams can stay together. And we
Okay.
post the coaches will post where they're staying, if that matters. Yeah,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome. So moving on, if there's
Hey,
no,
Vanessa,
yep.
question for that next tournament in Portland. So then is it wise that folks do get a hotel, or do some people tend to drive down, go home, and then come back the next day? Like if I don't know if it,
Yeah, 90% of people will go up the day before. But what happens is, like, if the schedule comes out, your schedule comes out, for example, this weekend, it's a pretty easy schedule. I think a team played at 10 or 12 and 2. So some families just drove up that Saturday morning, went home that night because that's easy, and then they didn't play till noon the next day. So because we were in Vancouver, so a little different from Portland or Beaverton, but so it's definitely up to you. What you want to do. People have done both, and there's no, what's best for your family. That's what we recommend you do.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so some of the team updates. The 6 select, and I believe I mentioned it last week, but I just want to be clear with everything, with all the teams. The 6 select and the 6 elite are now just one team, and we've deleted the 6 select, and I believe we communicated with everybody on that team to move back to 6 elite. 6 elite. Originally, when we did this, we had 15, 16, 17 players, so we put 2 teams in the league that ran from end of March to May. And so now with other people's schedules, the way we've merged other teams, 7th Elite, 7th Rising, etc. So now the teams are back to regular numbers. So it's back to 6th Elite. So if you're on 6th Select, please join 6th Elite, and I can send you the join code so you're not missing out on any of the information that's sent for that specific group. And for the other updates, so third is third and fourth elite is fourth elite. What's happening though, for example, with the summer months, we understand schedules change, people have summer plans, et cetera, which we anticipate. So there's, for example, Portland, it's going to be a merged team. It'll be half of the third, half of the fourth elite to play against other third and fourth grade players or teams. So again, marking your player availability, that helps us identify that and then put players and teams in the right division. So for a Portland tournament, that's what it looks like for that. But for the summer months, we're looking for teams to play as they are. And for example, third to play third and fourth to play fourth, if we have the numbers. But if we don't, we'll merge the rosters. And if we don't have enough, for example, fifth, so we might do a fourth, fifth. So we're really flexible over the summer months, especially because we understand that that's a lot of the family time where they take vacation and do other things. So we're pretty flexible in the summer. We just want to make sure girls have an opportunity and they have choices. So that's why we put a lot out there for the summer schedule. Speaking of the summer schedule, we posted it last week. Our summer schedule, Magic summer schedule, starts July 1st through August 31st. And so please take a look at that because the time changes. We don't have our normal gym space in the evenings anymore in the summer from July 1st to August 31st. So we switched it to outside courts. Coach E has a full-size court in her backyard now. So we're going to move that. And it's a pretty cool experience because there's different things we're going to do with the girls and it's outside. And we'll have a backup for rain. We just don't know what that backup is. And we might have a backup to even this plan. So, but as of now, the plan is to take a look at the schedule because it's a little different. We've merged a lot of teams, primarily because in the summer months, again, people take vacation, they're not as available, et cetera. So we merge a lot of groups and we do a lot of training / scrimmages / strength work, et cetera. So it looks a little different than our normal Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday in the gym. But it's summer's cool. Summer's pretty fun.
Hey, Vanessa, where is that schedule posted? Is it in Mojo or was it in the newsletter?
Both, but we just updated. So if you look at July through August 31st, it should be updated in Mojo. But it's also the newsletter is going out either tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see. But the schedule is in there too. And actually, I'll just post it in I'll just post the schedule, the summer schedule in there for you guys in the Mojo. Summer schedule. So I'll do that when we get off. What else? Any questions about that? In the summer schedule, there's 3-on-3. We try to research some 3-on-3s kids can do. If your player needs help coordinating, just let us know. But typically just, reach out in your team chat and ask if anybody's available for particular 3-on-3s. It's not, we don't like to coach it as coaches because it's kind of we want kids to have fun and relax. Usually the moms or the dads end up coaching, but it's a really cool experience to kind of stay connected to the game and it not be so rigid in our, the way we run our practices. So that's another fun way to stay connected to their teams and stay connected to the game, along with some camps. So we always post camps that kids would have a good time enjoying and experiencing different players and different things. So filled with a lot of information and a lot of choices over the summer. So take a look at that. Any questions?
Hey, Vanessa, I want to add
Sure.
sorry to say it another way too.
Mhm.
So with the summer schedule, there's part that is like magic, right? Where it's
Mhm.
all magic.
Yep.
But because you want to give players an opportunity to do more. So the 3-on-3 and the camps are really parent driven. That's not you organizing teams and all of that. And that's parent funded. So that's just extracurricular, right? You're just providing extra information for those who want it, right?
Correct, yes.
Got it. Thank you.
I have a question in the chat. Yeah, that's always fun. Someone, is that Matt mentioned just a 5th grade scrimmage? Yep, 5th and 4th and 3rd. Oh yeah, we do all that in the summertime. It's really, we just want kids to have fun with the game and still get better. So we're just offering, there's gonna be a lot of opportunities and a lot of pop-up things. Hey, we're here. Meet us here. You wanna come scrimmage? Just a lot of basketball. We're excited about the summer months and the kids getting better. So this weekend coming up, was it the 3rd and the 4th, 5th? There are no teams playing, no girls teams playing next week. This weekend coming up. The following weekend, however, all Magic teams will be going to Portland, whether they're going as their individual teams or merged team. But for the most part, from the schedule, it looks like we have enough players for all teams to go. The 3rd, 4th would be merged, but everyone else has enough players to participate. So we're excited about hitting Portland in a couple of weeks.
But just to clarify again, that's not high school teams, correct, Vanessa? That's just the younger.
Correct. So our high school program, typically right now, this is the last weekend was the last weekend of high school Magic. So we don't see our high school girls until the end of June because we try to work with our high school programs, and all the high school programs most of the high school programs have a summer program that they're either doing summer league, summer trainings, camps, all that. It's summer. No, it's summer fall. Yeah. Okay.
We're arguing over here about summer or spring.
Yes. So we work with the high school coaches. This is when the high school coaches can actually coach their kids. So they have a lot of high school programming going on. And so we step back and let the girls do that. Now we still have our training. So if days work out on the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays that they can come to the training pieces, then by all means, we want our high schoolers to attend. But for the most part, a lot of them are busy doing their high school.
And also for high school elite, I believe the majority of them are not going back to their high school. So we're still allowing them to have that practice time that they already have. So if your daughter's in high school elite, we're still practicing. No other questions?
Someone says, looks like Mondays in July are at Cochise, but Wednesdays are still at Thomas. No, we don't have any gym space on Monday and Wednesdays during the 5 to 9 hour that we need. The only gym space that they gave us was 12 noon to 4. So felt like, a lot of parents obviously couldn't make that schedule. So it'll be Monday, Wednesdays at Coach E's house. And if it says something different, we just didn't get that updated. And so I'll take a look at that if that's on the 5th Rising one. Yep. Okay, Wednesdays. Thanks for that. So we'll update that Wednesday one.
Hey, Vanessa, is there practice tomorrow, Tuesday? Because I don't see it on the 7th Elite schedule. So I don't know if it's a day off.
You correct. 6th Elite, our 5th Rising and 7th Elite have the day off tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Vanessa, if they're not practicing, can we come to the gym earlier?
So there's no training either tomorrow. So
Oh man.
Sorry.
Coaches,
Sorry.
we need a break too.
All right, I guess I'll tell the girls. We told them they had to go, but
Yeah.
I guess they get a day off.
Just give them 1 day off. It's cool. Just 1 day off. It's okay. 1 day off is fine. The recovery day is actually as important too, is important too. So, because they'll come back even stronger. So it's important to have that recovery day.
So I have another question, Coach Vanessa. So it looked, I just was glancing ahead of the July schedule and it looks like there's a tournament every weekend.
Nope. So that's wrong. So we'll get that update. What group is that?
Well, elite, it's Abbey High School Elite, like 15, 16U.
To
Okay.
Mojo.
Yeah. Well, I will take a look at that and update it for you.
Did we anticipate maybe 2 local tournaments in July?
Yeah, you'll play in the end of June, the June 30th, the battle in Seattle. You'll play
Okay.
2 in July. You know what? There might be 3 in July because there's only 1 in August, so that could be right for high school.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, thank you.
I'm looking at it. So yeah, they play in the July 8th and 9th. They play 15th, 16th, 22nd, 23rd. Yep. Because there's just 1 in June, end of June, and 1 in August. So yes, it's updated. Yay. And for high school elite, do we have our uniforms? Yes? No?
I'm gonna try from Shauna.
I think
Then
that
I'll-
there was a shipment in. Hopefully that was in there.
Okay.
Okay. And we apologize. We know it's been a whole season, but we're on the other side of it, so we'll get them straight. All right. Any other questions, guys? Oh, the survey from last week. We sent a survey last Friday. We appreciate you taking the time to do that. If you haven't filled it out yet, please do so. Always trying to improve, always trying to, make your experience, check in to see how things are going and how we can improve. So I appreciate for you, those of you who have done it already. And if you haven't, please take just a couple minutes and fill it out. It went out on Friday in the Mojo apps. I'm happy to send it again if you didn't get it.
I missed that survey. I mean, I can look, but also if you don't mind sending it out again.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, we coaches are having a blast. And thank you again for letting us be a part of your kids' journey. We love this stuff. We have our coaches meeting at 8:30 actually. And I look forward to it every week. So thank you, parents. You guys are a big part of their journey and their support, and we appreciate you. And if there are no other questions, I will see you in the gym.
Thanks, Vanessa.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
coaches.
Thank you. Take care.